our day. We're going to be doing a lot in science today, so I want to get rolling. Let's make sure our hands are off of the things around us and in our desks. Today we are going to, when we left off the other day, we were doing a little activity with position of objects, right? So how do you describe the position of something? And we noticed we'd say like, hey, it's next to or above. Brock, what can you add to that? What? Okay. And mostly we were talking about like an object. But we would describe where it was. What could you add to it, Joey?
Outside.
Yep, we use the words like outside or inside. Zoe?
North, east, west, and south.
Good. So we could use cardinal directions to help us get there to a specific place, which is great. And then when we zoomed in on that object a little bit more, we know we had to use that like next to the wall or right above or right on top of. Good. Yes.
What color it might be next to.
Good. So describing what's around it or what it looks like as well. Lots of things we did with position. Today, we are going to jump in a little bit and we are actually going to talk about the speed of something. And then we're going to do a little bit of vocabulary as well. Sound good? So the first piece we're going to do is going to be all about an object's speed. So we have up here, and it says, how are distance and direction used to determine motion? So distance is what?
How far?
How far something travels. Direction is?
What way?
Yeah, which way it's going. So we're going to be looking at all of these things today. And we're going to be doing a little bit of an experiment as we go through. So one thing that's really huge important for me today with you guys is that you're listening and following directions as we go. Because there's going to be a point in time where I'm kind of focusing in on one group. And I need you to be doing your jobs throughout it. Okay? So if you guys open up your books to page 11. If you open up your books to page 11, your Be a Scientist notebook, open it up. You can see our activity today. So it says measure an object speed. Does everybody see it? We're going to have a lot of these pages throughout this unit or throughout all of our science units. And off to the side, we see this blue box. What do we see in that blue box? Thank you. I love all those hands that went up. But yes, materials. Today we're going to need a meter stick. We don't need a meter stick. We're just going to use a ruler, and we'll talk about how to adjust if it's longer than 12 inches or a foot. Hello, Grace. We're on Science Notebook at page 11, okay? We need a wind-up toy. I will provide the wind-up toys for us today. We're going to need a stopwatch. I'm also going to provide the stopwatch. So we're going to be kind of off doing this a little bit separate from each other today. We're still going to be doing it together because the stopwatch is going to be done by me, okay? We're going to need graph paper. We'll get to that piece later, and colored pencils. We may or may not get to that graphing piece. Oftentimes that's something that I just do and you guys will watch and we'll kind of discuss it and build it together. Sound good? So today, everybody point to this first line here and let's read it together. Other page, page 11. I have some people looking at page 10. Let's read it. You will learn how to determine the speed of a wind-up toy. So today's going to be all about how speed or how fast or slow an object moves. So I want you just to make a prediction. How fast will the wind-up toy move? Before we really get into it, write down your prediction. How fast is that wind-up toy going to move? Go, write it down. I don't know what your answer is going to be. I don't know how you're going to choose to phrase it. How fast do you think it's going to move? So your pencil should be moving as you're writing down your prediction. What a great way to start our day, guys. Everybody's working and they're working hard and they're on task. Thank you. Put it back in your notebook in case we need it again. Okay, I want to hear from you guys. What are some of your predictions of how fast will the wind-up toy move? Kyler, what do you think?
The wind-up toy will move 2 feet in 2 minutes.
Ooh, you know what? I really like how he said he restated the question too. The wind-up toy will move in 2 feet in 2 minutes. Awesome. Great way to phrase that. Emery. So she thinks it's going to be slow. So very different ways to phrase that, right? Good. Alexa? You what? It'll move a little faster than what? Then it'll move faster than slower. Okay, so maybe a comparison there. Joey?
I think it is going to move 2 miles per hour.
2 miles per hour. Ooh, I like it. Yes.
I think it's going to be really fast because it is kind of like supposed to, well, kind of depends.
Interesting. Okay, so we're going to carry out an investigation, and we're going to look at what we're going to do together. Because remember, it's important we know what we're doing. So everybody point to number 1 on our investigation page. Number 1 says lay a meter stick flat on the ground. Instead of a meter stick, you're going to use a ruler. Number 2, one partner winds up the toy. So what is one partner doing?
Wind up the toy.
Make sure to wind it completely. Place the toy at 0 centimeters. So we're going to be using a ruler today, and we're going to be looking at the centimeter side, not the inches side. We don't have them. We're going to be looking at eyes up here, guys. We're going to look at the centimeter side, not the inches side. So the centimeter side is going to, if you look at it, it's a lot smaller. There's just the little lines like this, and each one of them is labeled. That's a good way to tell the centimeter side. The other thing that tells us it's the centimeter side is, it's kind of hard to see, it's blurry, but what does that say? Centimeter. It'll tell you it's a centimeter side right there, okay? The other side is our inches side, and we're going to see there's lots of little lines, and is every line labeled?
No.
So today we're going to focus on,
Centimeter.
if you forget, point to in your book where you can look. It says place the toy at 0 cm, cm meaning?
Centimeters.
Do not let go till the other partner says go. But here's the deal. I'm the other partner. I'm the one that's going to be saying go and doing the stopwatch today, okay? Sound good? That one will be my job. So I'm the other partner that's going to stopwatch. I'll say go. So you're going to be working together with your partner, and then you're going to measure the distance the toy traveled. So if I put it at 0 and it starts going, when I say stop, I'll just stop my little guy, and we'll see how far he went. Okay? And then you'll put it down here. Distance traveled in 30 seconds. You'll just have to put the number it traveled right there. And we'll do it 3 times. We are not going to touch the distance traveled in 1 minute box until we're all together. The reason for that is because that's number 5, where we write the distance the toy traveled each trial. And then for this column right here, we double it. So if over here it traveled 5 centimeters, later on over here I'll write 10 because it doubles it, okay? And we'll do that piece together. So don't touch this column together. All you guys are doing is this first column, okay? Sound good? And we'll do it step by step together. Like I said, I'm going to be kind of focusing in on one group as we do it, okay? So those are directions for it today. I'm going to go ahead and get supplies passed out, and then we'll go ahead and get started.